Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is what Weekly 50 is all about. Not a 50 millimeter lens, but which is how it got its name, but the process of learning more about photography. This is, I said last week that last week's photo was one of the coolest photos I've ever taken, and this leapfrogs that by miles. I have never in my life taken a photo anything like this before. Last week's was like a proof of concept. Could I figure out how to do a star trails photo with my GoPro camera? And the answer I discovered was, yeah, sure, I guess I can figure this out. But what I wanted to do was make it better. And this was shot from basically the same location with some very important adjustments. So after looking at the photo I took last week, or the photo that I posted last week, I thought about how could I fix it? How could I get more of the sky and less of the trees? How could I avoid that overhang? How could I get a better sense of the circular rotation of the earth with the stars back there? And all I did was just move my camera to a different spot. This was on a slope going down to the lake from the cabin. This is looking north from our cabin at Milford Lake, Kansas. And I thought about, well, based on what I learned from the earlier photo, what can I do differently? And that's exactly what I did. It was pitch black again when I took this, and I was with my brother Phil. Phil, if you're listening, thanks for helping me figure this stuff out. I really enjoyed taking this, and I always enjoy taking photos with you, Phil. But I wanted to figure out what can I do to make this photo improve on last week's, and it worked. I didn't even... Oh my goodness. You can tell the excitement in my voice. I could barely even see what I was doing because it was so black and it was so buggy. We were just getting eaten alive by bugs. But I walked down the little slope, the grassy slope from our cabin earlier in the day when it was plenty light out. And I thought, where can I put my camera? And I found a good spot. And then I came back to that spot at night, set my camera up, my little GoPro on a tripod, and bam. This was what I got after the battery drained. It took 3 hours worth of shots and combined them all. And this, you talk about one of those photos where you're just like amazed that you were able to get it. That's what this is. Everything about this, I just can't, I can't stress enough how much I enjoy this photo. But you know, the coolest thing about it, I think, is the fireflies. All those little green streaks, mostly on the bottom part, those are fireflies. And the GoPro actually saves a short video, like an 11-second video, where you can watch this picture come together. It puts all of the exposures together in a video. And if you see that video, maybe I'll find a way to put it up somewhere. Maybe I'll put it on YouTube. If you see that video, you can see how this photo came to be over the course of 3 hours, and you see all these little fireflies just dancing around, and it was so cool. And this just makes me want to do more. So rather than say like, all right, that's it, I'm done with astrophotography, I just want to do more and see what I can do with that tiny, tiny little GoPro camera and a canvas as big as the sky. So super excited for where this goes from here. Who knows? Maybe it won't go anywhere. I live in the city. Like, I don't usually get a chance to shoot big old starscapes like this, but I've got an idea coming up. We'll see. We will see.